Here come the lights. That was an awfully long wait, but we're about to go racing. We're underway and sprinting for the final time this year. Good reaction time to the lights for both McLarens. Oscar Piastri has the lead. Is there an opportunity for Lando Norris to go around the outside? George Russell is in second. Yuki Tsunoda finds himself up a place. Fernando Alonso is down a position as Lando Norris hangs on to third. Piastri has the lead and George Russell is P2. Max Verstappen gets past Fernando Alonso. Yes, he does. And he will clear his teammates super quickly as he makes his way by. And he does so. Verstappen is up to P4.
Yeah, I think that was a compliant Yuki Tsunoda there, and Max was able to find his way onto the gearbox of Lando Norris, and it felt like everyone was a bit tentative as they ran into the first corner.
Yeah, perfect start for Verstappen though. Alonso was the driver that's lost out, often so good on the first laps, but he was shuffled out by Tsunoda, and I thought Tsunoda was halfway down the inside of Norris as well. He had a flying start, but has now given up the place as we expected, to his teammates sliding through turn 10.
Further back, Isaac Hadjar has made a couple of positions. He's putting the pressure on Carlos Sainz at the moment. Sainz in the blue Williams is the last point scorer. The top 8 score here, and it was well behaved in the opening corners of the sprint race.
Car's visibly fast, obviously not running anywhere near the amount of fuel they'll have in the Grand Prix tomorrow. But this is a challenging racetrack, and we saw that telltale sign of instability on the back of Max Verstappen, who said that as he had to carry the setup from qualifying, this was about survival. So on board with Lando, a little bit of wheel spin in the second phase of the gear shift there, Julian, and almost contact with George Russell.
Yeah, he didn't need that, did he?
This is Max Verstappen, who gained a couple of places. So ahead of Fernando Alonso, and then Yuki Tsunoda was fully aware of his duties at this point. And his teammate gets to the inside. This is Charles Leclerc, a driver who lost 4 places at the start of the race. And once again, he's through the gravel.
Well, he's close now. 6/10. It's quite a long straight down the main straight as well. Not going to be close enough as they hit the brakes, but it's tempting.
He's trying to be large in the mirrors, DC.
Yeah, just not a big enough braking zone there, is it, to really run that overspeed down the inside, especially on a quick car like Lando.
Yeah, that gap was 0.8.
It's really fast. It's like really crackly.
Yeah, same as yours.
Part of the car getting loose. These cars running over the curbs, and a bit of debris clear of the Williams.
Yeah, difficult to kind of see exactly what that is. It doesn't obviously look like an end plate or anything.
Hey, Leclerc again.
It's been like that all weekend long. From first practice, saw it as well, and it's getting closer in the background. His wide moment, off the road goes Liam Lawson. He'll clear him, but he was off the track as he did so. Lawson just gets on with it, and that wide moment for the Ferrari, capitalised upon by Liam Lawson, currently up to 13th.
Lawson surely has to get out of the way.
Lawson was told to give the position back. He will do so. Good team management from the Racing Bulls team. That's the right thing to do to avoid a 5-second penalty. This is back to what happened to Charles Leclerc when he ran off the road and then got into a battle with Liam Lawson.
Yeah, just finding that gravel on turn 4, and then he couldn't get the car turned in for 5. He's going to defend the inside, be ahead at the apex, and then that's why Lawson has to give up the place. Rude but fair from Leclerc. Hamilton's running at a 1:26.7, so he's 2 seconds off what Norris has just done as his personal best.
In the background, a wide moment gives an opportunity to Kimi Antonelli. Fernando Alonso trying to ring the pace there for the driver who's been on the podium in the last 2 Grand Prix. Capitalises on that error and gets past Fernando Alonso. Alonso hasn't scored points in the last 3. Perhaps you're seeing why there.
Big understeer, reminiscent of what we saw with Lando Norris in qualifying yesterday.
Dipping a wheel on the gravel, costing him the momentum all the way down the main straight. Yuki Tsunoda has a 5-second penalty for track limits 4 times in this sprint race. He has gone beyond the white lines. Oscar Piastri. It's been such a tough run. He's seen his championship lead evaporate. In Mexico City, it transferred to Lando Norris, but this has always been a happy hunting ground. He will return to first place in a race for the first time since the Dutch Grand Prix. 3 sprint victories in a row and still a contender for the title. Oscar Piastri wins the sprint in Qatar to stay part of the championship fight. It's George Russell in second, Lando Norris in third. Max Verstappen will lose a point in the championship battle. And then it's Yuki Tsunoda over the line. When the penalty is applied, Kimi Antonelli will be promoted to 5th place. And then it will be Fernando Alonso, and the last point scorer will be Carlos Sainz. Hadjar chasing him across the line by 0.8 of a second, but it is Alonso and Sainz. Tsunoda dropping the 1 place after that 5-second penalty, and Oscar Piastri taking the sprint win in the end by 4.9 seconds.
Okay, that's the checkered flag. Very nicely done, Oscar.
Yep, nicely done, everyone. Yeah, car was good. Let's keep it going.
Update from race control, and it is a 5-second penalty for Kimi Antonelli. So after all of that, Yuki Tsunoda finishes in 5th, and Kimi Antonelli, with that penalty, is down to P6. Well, the tough run is over for Oscar Piastri, and everyone was talking about Qatar being a circuit that would suit him, and he has delivered, beating George Russell to the win, taking 2 points out of his championship rival Lando Norris. And that's all he can do for the rest of the year. Keep trying to fire in the P1s and ask the question of his rivals.